Hello, Eric Sheptok, the homeless advocate, coming at you again. Now, in 2014, Obama signed WIOA, the Workforce Innovations and Opportunities Act. And since then, I've been using that as a reference point for telling DC government that they should do more around homeless employment, especially for the last 6 months or so. I've really doubled down on it. But I should say that I understand that WIOA is really not where it's at. I'm just using that as a reference point for what I really have wanted the government to do even before 2014, which is to connect homeless people who are able-bodied to living wage jobs. And I should also throw out this other term, ABODs, able-bodied adults without dependents, homeless singles who have no children with them. Now, I know that we have this whole mix of government agencies. We have the Department of Human Services, which is receiving federal funding from Health and Human Services. We have DC's Department of Employment Services, which receives U.S. Department of Labor funding. And we have the DCICH, which is supposed to bring everybody together around ending homelessness. And quite frankly, with this big mix of different agencies and not knowing who's doing what, I don't know who this issue sits with, who's going to be the point person that's responsible for making sure that WIOA is implemented, who's going to make sure, even apart from WIOA, that the homeless get connected to living wage jobs and affordable housing. Now let me tell you, I stay at the CC&V shelter, the Community for Creative Nonviolence, and in that building we currently have about 900 occupied beds, of which I would say upwards of 500 people are able-bodied and under the age of 60. Now, a few days ago, I saw a van down there from the Department of Behavioral Health, formerly Mental Health, and they were out there doing people's vital signs and free HIV testing. And so I know they have parking space down there. So why doesn't the OES bring their mobile unit down and see what challenges folk have finding employment and start the process? Because I know we have hundreds of homeless people in that one building who could use employment assistance. So once again, this is not even about WIOA. This is about homeless employment, one way or the other, getting DC government to do what it needs to do, what it should have been doing years ago. As the number of homeless goes up in this city, we're probably close to 9,000 now. And so we have all these folk making six figures saying that they want to end homelessness. As numbers go up, they don't get penalized for failing. In other jobs, if you don't get the job done, you lose your job or your pay gets docked. Something happens to you, you get a 3-day suspension or something. So let's work on getting the homeless to work. No more excuses, because like I said, homeless lives do in fact matter.